This is not going to come as a surprise to you at all. But Elon Musk and the Doge team just discovered that last week alone, FEMA sent almost $60 million to luxury hotels in New York to house illegal migrants, but do nothing for our veterans. America, do better.
Why are illegal immigrants more important than Americans? I'd like to hear an answer.
Why are people illegal?
Why are illegal immigrants more important than homeless people sleeping on the streets? Why do we in one of the biggest economies here in California take care of illegal immigrants, but our people are sleeping on the streets? I'd like to hear an answer to that. Why? Nobody can ever answer that question. Why don't people put American citizens first, but illegal immigrants get everything? And I hope you post this. I want this to go viral because I give a damn and I care about my community. My dad is a retired Navy captain. He served our country honorably. My grandfather is a retired Navy captain, and I'm doing my part to help our country because I give a damn and I'm gonna fight for it. And I am 100% voting for Donald Trump. The Democrat Party does not put our people first. They put sanctuary cities first. They put illegal aliens first. They tax us. They tax our water. You can't even do laundry and shower on the same day. While Nancy Pelosi is getting hundreds of thousands of dollars, robbing our pockets, not doing anything for our people, not passing legislation, passing out pens like they're candy.
Yes. Unfortunately, by the way, I'll stop the video right before the TikTok bing sound popped up. But yes, America and Americans seem to be put last from our own government. They got the sanctuary cities, which I'm so grateful for the Attorney General Pam Bondi and Tom Homan for that great work. These sanctuary cities out here just robbing America blind. Also, while giving your hard-earned tax money to people who are here as criminals. I don't understand it. And I also like what they added to this, the caption I'm speaking on. This is why we voted for Donald Trump. Exactly. We voted for Donald Trump so that we can get this process started. $60 million to New York hotels? Elon Musk posted, the Doge team just discovered that FEMA sent $59 million. I'm just saying, bro, they just giving this. The Doge team just discovered that FEMA sent $59 million last week to luxury hotels in New York City to house illegal migrants. Sending this money violated the law, and it is in gross insubordination to the president's executive order. That money is meant for American disaster relief and instead is being spent on high-end hotels for illegals. A clawback demand will be made today to recoup those funds. Gunther Eagleman added, it won't stop until people go to jail or are held accountable. And I totally agree. I think that this is a start, though. This could be a start. If we can claw back, if we can get the money back that was spent here in this situation and somehow get it redirected into something more appropriate, I think that's a great start. Now, it doesn't redeem or, how do I say, it's not like it's reparations for the damage that's already been done. But thank God that we have Doge in place to go ahead and start getting these people out of the office. Okay. I mean, out of FEMA and all these other corrupt departments in government. FEMA is not doing anything, honestly, to help the American people. It's just quite literally robbing us blind. And on top of that, allocating funds towards things that aren't beneficial to the overall agenda of Americans, not Democrat or Republican, and instead partaking in criminal activity.
An executive order to begin the process of fundamentally reforming and overhauling FEMA, or maybe getting rid of FEMA. I think, frankly, FEMA is not good. I think when you have a problem like this, I think you want to go and, whether it's a Democrat or Republican governor, you want to use your state to fix it and not waste time calling FEMA. And then FEMA gets here and they don't know the area. They've never been to the area. And they want to give you rules that you've never heard about. They want to bring people that aren't as good as the people you already have. And FEMA's turned out to be a disaster. And you could go back a long way. You could go back to Louisiana. You could go back to some of the things that took place in Texas. It turns out to be the state that ends up doing the work. It just complicates it. I think we're going to recommend that FEMA go away, and we pay directly. We pay a percentage to the state, but the state should fix this. If the state did this from the beginning, it would have been a lot better situation. I think you guys agree with that, right?
I'm not really sure how I feel about this just yet. My level of understanding on it is very, very novice in terms of allocating funds to the state. I like the idea of reforming or reconstructing FEMA, but if you have to get rid of it 100% and then direct the funds to the state, I mean, that don't sound like a bad idea either. Having federal funds allocated to each state for disaster relief. The states are doing most of the work anyway. It's the American people doing most of the work anyway. FEMA, man, horrible. Now this woman right here has been going viral because she's having a realization and she's supporting Doge and what they are doing. She says, "Why are these illegals getting Social Security?" That doesn't make sense. People work their whole life to be able to accumulate wealth, and to have it just being given out frivolously like this in terms of their tax dollars.
So I just seen a press conference with Trump and pretty much how he's directing Doge, and what he just said, this really kind of pissed me off, and it should piss you off too. Why are illegal immigrants getting Social Security in a country that they don't have citizenship in?
That don't make sense.
I don't know if any of you all know this, but you don't have to be documented to buy land, inherit land, start a business, get a loan to start a business, get grants to start a business. I mean, what is the whole, I feel them. And this is not in no way shade towards the illegal immigrants. What's the whole point of getting documentation?
Oh no, all shade.
And in copious amount of money on paperwork, and really all I gotta do is be connected and have somebody who's willing. So I just seen a press conference.
I mean, she has a point. But so I did see that press conference where Trump mentioned that. That's not far-fetched considering, I mean, they had like food trucks on the side of the street. They had like legit businesses. Also, think about this. And the deportation efforts of Tom Homan and ICE right now, they are literally going to jobs to deport people and eliminating like 70, 80% of the workforce in just one sweep. So, I mean, it proves a point in that regard for me, for sure. Now, this guy right here, he seems to be enjoying the benefits of what Tom Homan has been doing.
I just want to tell all my brothers, hey, man, first of all, I just want to say, man, thank you, Trump. Because guess what? I went to a construction site today, y'all. Remember, I didn't have no job. I was doing Uber. Couldn't find a job nowhere. I went to a construction site. They was already working. Got hired on the spot. Thank you, Mr. Trump. Thank you so much, man. Thank you, Mr. Trump. If it wasn't for the move that you did make for the immigrants, and I'm not talking about the good people, I wouldn't have a job right now. Mr. President, I've been working all day, Mr. President. I just got off, Mr. President. I got a job for Monday, Mr. President. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Guys, let me tell you, man, I walked in today on a construction site, hired me on the spot. I started work today, just got off, y'all. Mr. Trump, thank you so
much. Couple things. One, he's behind what seems like, I don't know if that's a hotel or if he's in a mansion. And two, he's whispering, so it's almost like he might be afraid of who he's around to hear what he's saying. I mean, that's not far-fetched, but I don't know how true this video is what I'm saying. I don't know the validity of it whatsoever. However, he's alleging that since Donald Trump and Tom Homan have been doing this whole deportation process with ICE, that these have been going pretty good for him financially. He said he done got him a job up in that thing. You know what I mean? Cool, but yeah. Like, person who presents himself like that makes me deeply uncomfortable to allow him to freely walk around in society. Yeah, I don't care about the tattoos and all that. That's 2025, man. Like, either people have preferences, some people don't. And whether you agree or disagree, it is what it is. I do believe in presentation, though. Like, if it was like tats all over his face and he wasn't able to go get a corporate, yeah. So yeah, stuff like that. But that's about it. Anyhow, moving on. Hold on. Moving on real quick. Doge subcommittee posted 2.7 trillion of your hard-earned dollars down the drain. More money is being found. More money. It's like, at this point, like, bruh. Fraudsters, dead people, and illegal aliens. This is why money is being spent, y'all.
Government has wasted nearly $3 trillion in taxpayer
nearly
money since
$170 billion in improper payments last year.
240.
We seen this video, and I actually can't play this video. I feel so bad. We did see this video. I don't know why it came. I mean, well, yeah, it just got posted today. The subcommittee actually posted it themselves. My fault, y'all, over here reiterating what I've already said just because I'm trying to make up time because I'm flabbergasted at the fact that I didn't vet this before I started recording. My bad, y'all. But yeah, we already seen this video, and it's just acknowledging everything that we already found out, which is money has been going to dead people, and FEMA now has confirmed huge amounts, large amounts of money has been going to house illegals and things of that nature. I don't want to be repetitive and playing old videos, recycled videos. I know there's some people here that's like, oh, I didn't see it though, play it. Yeah. Elon Musk also posted this. Yes, that was a huge lie by the Biden administration. Funds were diverted from almost every part of the federal government to maximize the number of illegal aliens in America. There also appears to be significant funds siphoned from Social Security to pay for illegals. Now, this is a response to Western Lensman, who posted on October 24th, as the election neared, KJP assured Americans that no FEMA funds were being diverted to illegals.
Immigrants illegally in the U.S. So, disaster relief, this is a falsehood. Disaster relief funds used on immigrants illegally in the U.S. The fact is, no money is being diverted from response needs. That's the fact.
She literally lied to your face, and there is the proof. These Democrats a lot, and there is the proof. There is the proof. Forget my opinion. Forget how I feel. This is the objective truth. These people lied in our face. I mean, they played in our face. Over and over and over and over. Let me see. The real job is not cleaning up the mess that Biden created. The real job is cleaning up the mess that Biden created. Oh my God. I don't get the sentiment, but it's definitely spot on. KJP and the Democrats lied the entire time. What a disgrace. The real challenge would be to find examples of when the Biden regime was not lying. Amen to that. I think that if y'all can find something showing that they not lying, you might have struck gold. Of the estimated 4.88 billion of tax dollars spent on the migrant crisis through May of last year, approximately 2 billion went towards housing and hotels. Okay, Adams, how much money you getting off of this? I really want to know. I mean, because last I heard, he was trying to protect the illegals in the city, right? Now, this is the article that came out last year in July of 2024. Then KJP comes on and goes, oh, well, no funds are being diverted. Then Trump wins. Y'all think about this. We wouldn't have found out none of this information had the Democrats got their way. Think about that for a second. Had the Democrats got their way, and that what happened in Butler, we would have probably never found out any of this information. It's a scary thought, man. Scary thought. Y'all know I like to do some scrolling to make sure we don't miss nothing. It says, Elon Musk responded to this. How the F were illegals getting $60 million to stay in luxury hotels in New York when FEMA tried to kick out 3,000 Hurricane Helene victims in Western North Carolina out of hotels. What? This is some footage from the hurricane, I assume. And Elon Musk reposted this with the caption, "It is outrageous." Definitely, man. That was a post from Matt Van Swole. As you can see, everybody is still going in on KJP about this. The Insurrection Barbie posted, it worked for a corporation, and the CEO said that no payments are to go out for 90 days, but sent out a $60 million payment anyway to support my ideological beliefs. I would be in jail. Why are federal employees who work for the government not held to the same standard? I know that's right. The double standard is outrageous. Elon responded to that by there should definitely be accountability for that. And wokeness last week, FEMA defied Trump's. Okay, well, we just gonna keep repeating. But the citizens without homes, $700. I'm glad that he pointed that out. So as you can see here, ooh, yeah, honestly, whoever is responsible for this should definitely be fired 100%. There's no question asked. No question about it. You see Rep MTG chiming into this by saying breaking the law and sending American tax dollars to house illegals. People need to go to jail for this. Those discovered that FEMA. Okay, yup. What is this? Pakistan received $100 million in FEMA funds just last week. Career civil servants from FEMA illegally diverted $59 million from disaster relief to house illegal aliens in New York City. The city leases the Roosevelt Hotel from the Pakistani government, and thanks to the deal brokered by Senator Chuck Schumer, FEMA is footing the bill. It says they have already received $100 million of the total of $220 million committed by the city. Yeah, man, I genuinely don't know what's going on. I mean, I do know what's going on, but I mean, like, I don't understand, like, how we've allowed this to go on for so long. But I do see how and why these Democrats went so hard to try to unalive the president, because all this information is going to cause some real jail time, some accountability about to be had. I'm trying to tell y'all. What's going on with my computer and all these lagging today? All the lags, it's annoying. Alex Jones responded, but CNN said Trump was lying about FEMA running out of money because they were funding the luxury treatment of illegal aliens. It's almost like the corporate media is at war with the American people. Yes, because why aren't y'all reporting on this? Godspeed to the Spartans of Doge. Amen to that, man. I make sure we just covering everything, man, that comes out. The FEMA situation is much worse than the spending of $60 million on illegals, as far as our citizens still suffer after natural disasters. Per the great work of Brianna Morello, we know FEMA spent hundreds of millions on illegals over the past 4 years, and that's only one agency. Total betrayal. The Department of Homeland Security announces $380 million in additional funding to communities receiving migrants. FEMA awarded $110 million to the Emergency Food and Shelter Program to assist migrants. New York City to get $104.6 million from FEMA for asylum seekers. Department of Homeland Security announces distribution of more than $77 million in congressional funding for committees receiving migrants. The Department of Homeland Security announces distribution of more than $12 million. Yeah, the Homeland Security over there getting that bread, man. What is going on? Elon also said under Biden, FEMA betrayed the American people by diverting funds meant for natural disasters to pay for luxury hotels for illegal migrants. I need them to explain themselves. I really do. They're going to have to explain themselves on that. This is a video from Sean Hendricks.
So the trailer's up here, and like I told you guys, I'm not putting anybody on camera, but what an amazing family. The boys are just such a joy to be around. And I want you to see why they would rather live up here than anywhere else. I would rather live in a tarp in this country up here than in any hotel, any city, any camp. They were completely denied by FEMA because they're off grid, since they don't fall into the system of, permits and, all the stuff that cost a fortune to do. FEMA denied all assistance up here.
Wow.
But we've got a beautiful camper sitting right down this hill. We're getting on power right now. They've got their old septic tank we're able to reuse, and we're gonna get water set up, and they're taken care of. But I couldn't believe how beautiful it is up here. And this is, I don't know. Good work, everyone. Crazy trying to get this up this hill. This all washed out. Try to get that up that hill. To up there.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Oh, that was so close.
All right.
Whew, that ain't a lot of room. All right, here's the actual full tour. Nice queen bedroom.
Okay. So what was going on here? I don't want to sit here and just play the whole thing. Y'all don't know what's happening. He said, when we were saving families from sleeping in tents, FEMA spent $59 million in a week on hotels for illegals. But to be clear, he doesn't want a hotel room. They want money to rebuild. He said they could have rebuilt 2,600 homes with that money. And the family is in an RV while money pours into luxury hotels for illegals. So the point of this is just showing you again how FEMA does not prioritize the American people whatsoever. And right now I'm just scrolling through the timeline showing y'all what's going through. And I didn't have time to really vet it 100%, obviously. But y'all have to see what's going on in America today as it relates to this. Somebody says, you effing a-hole. Senator Schumer wrote something. What is this? Chuck Schumer put, today I'm calling on our brave public servants. I'm launching a new portal for anyone who wants to expose corruption, abuses of power, and threats to public safety with legal, protections of being a whistleblower. What? Matt Van Swoll responded to him, you're effing a-hole. Not a word about FEMA spending $60 million on illegal immigrants in luxury hotels while Western Northern Carolina cannot get a text back. So Brianna Morello, who we spoke about just a few seconds ago, she said she posted this actually in October last year, where she was actually being called a liar, and they're claiming that her reports that she's made of them giving our money away to illegal migrants was a rumor.
Throughout the week, I've been reporting how FEMA has been taking over $1 billion of our dollars that's intended for disasters and shifting it towards the illegal invasion going on right now in our country. Now, FEMA's addressing my report on their website right now, calling it a rumor, actually. They're saying that this is false. No money is being diverted from the disaster response needs. Interesting. That's very interesting that FEMA is now denying this. And the reason why I say that is, take a listen. Okay, I never divulge who my sources are behind a story, but I'm going to do it now because I don't want FEMA calling me a liar. So my source behind all my reporting is actually FEMA itself. If you go to the same website, you search these headlines, guess what? They're on their own website, okay? I pulled all of this information from their press releases. They've been bragging about giving our money away to the invaders for years now. Now, all of a sudden, that they need more money from Congress, they're calling it a rumor. They're calling it a lie. They'll probably call it a conspiracy theory. But if you go to their website, and in case they delete it, we've got the archive, so don't you worry. And they're bragging about taking your money and giving it to people who are invading our country. That now that you, as Americans who need this money, guess what's happening to it? It's gone. We don't have any of it. And that's according to their own DHS Secretary, Alejandro Mayorkas, who's saying that they don't have enough money to get them through hurricane season. Also, on that same website, they're denying the fact that they're broke. They're saying that that's also false. FEMA has enough money right now for immediate response and recovery needs, okay? So they're hoping that you're just as dumb as they are and that you're not going to fact check them on these things.
Ha! Well, the facts got checked. You know, less than a year later, hey, man. Unconstitutional. Yeah, look what North Carolina. New York Hotel right there, right below it.
A otro hotel en Nueva York. Ah, okay. ¿Te botaron de acá? No. Their family unit.
That's crazy.
Here exiting the facility. Multiple children. Mother, ¿dónde vas a ir?
That's insane. That is insane. People definitely need to go to jail for this. NBC and FEMA falsely claimed disaster funds weren't being sent to illegal immigrants during Trump's 2024 campaign. I'm telling y'all, they was banking on Donald Trump being unalive. I'm telling they was hoping and wishing that that would be the case. Man, I wouldn't know none of what I'm knowing right now. It actually terrifies me. No pun intended, but we dodged the bullet because he dodged the bullet. FEMA kicks hurricane survivors out of temporary housing into snowstorm and freezing temperatures. I mean, we could just keep scrolling all day. We could keep scrolling. This is just disastrous, man. But before we get up out of here, what is this? Okay, this is them. This is more of them being processed.
I said,
we have one military-aged man, probably from West Africa, probably from Congo. He's at the 45th Street entrance to the Roosevelt Hotel. He's got one baggage here, and I think he wants to check into the Roosevelt Hotel. He's got some ID that has the address to this place here. So he was probably sent over from the processing center. So they're still open here for business. We have Venezuelan families here. She has 2 children. That one was probably born here in the United States and trying to use it as a bank anchor. More Venezuelans coming out. ¿Dónde vas a ir? A cenar? They're gonna go have lunch. So you can see that place is still open for business. We got multiple security, right, the cops here. They have been told not to talk to press. This one is wearing a mask. I'm not real, I'm fake. Fake news, is that what it is? I'm real, bro. I'm from Brooklyn. What are you talking about? You're not real. You're fake. It says I'm not real.
Oh, it's very real. And the news is being reported.
He's calling Kamala Harris. Say, Kamala Harris, can you please help me? Kamala Harris, she's not the czar of the border no more, bro. You can't call Biden. You can't call Harris. You can't even call Obama. You got a new daddy. His daddy's name is Donald Trump. He's your new daddy, bro. Trump is not going to take your call because he's going to get you guys unemployed very soon. So you may want to look for a resume and put it in Indeed.com. Get another job. All right, so we have another illegal alien. ¿Dónde va, señora? ¿De qué país?
De Venezuela.
¿Y dónde qué pasó? ¿Se está quedando acá?
No.
No, ¿por qué no?
No, yo no me estoy quedando ahí.
¿Dónde está quedando?
Gracias.
¿A dónde vas a ir? All right, she doesn't want to tell me where she's going. She says she's not staying there. She's got the papers. She's being processed.
The foolery.
Tweeted that the Doge team discovered that FEMA sent.
I don't want to keep just being repetitive and just playing everybody message. This video wasn't completely thought out from start to finish like I try to do with most of my content. But hey, sometimes it's not about that. It's about just getting the message out here and trying to doctor up and make the best video. Sometimes this isn't in the best interest of you. What's better is just getting all the news reported raw. This ain't no CNN, right? You know, eventually we'll evolve into more professional things in my future, but for right now, the most important thing is getting the message out to y'all. Y'all be safe. Go check on somebody today. You could be saving their life.